Chapter 3133 opens with a conversation between Enrique and his daughter Emery. Enrique expresses his belief that Tatum isn't an ordinary chef, feeling that there's something special about him. Emery dismisses her father's thoughts with humor, questioning if Tatum could be a Superman. He remains silent, sensing an aura of nobility in him that sets him apart from other chefs. Although he doesn't articulate it explicitly, his intuition tells him that Tatum may have a background or set of experiences that make him exceptional. This instinctive perception hints at the possibility that Tatum's skills and character are more profound than what meets the eye. Emery then inquires whether her father plans to visit other candidates. He declines, explaining that the other candidates seem wary of him and have been uncooperative, treating him and his efforts with suspicion. He resigns himself to the likelihood of Tatum winning the competition, acknowledging that his own skills may not be up to par with those of his rival. She attempts to reassure her father, suggesting that the final outcome is still uncertain. She speculates that Tatum could make a mistake out of nervousness during the re examination, providing Enrique with an opportunity. However, Enrique isn't convinced by this optimistic view. He reflects on Tatum's maturity and calm demeanor, describing it as similar to someone who has weathered numerous challenges in life. Despite Tatum's young age, he exudes a composure and confidence that makes Enrique believe he is unlikely to falter. This exchange illustrates the contrast in perspectives between father and daughter. Emery is optimistic and hopeful, holding onto the possibility of a favorable outcome. Enrique, on the other hand, exhibits a more realistic and accepting outlook, recognizing Tatum's talent and poise as strengths that might be hard to compete against. Their conversation further explores Enrique's admiration for Tatum's skills. Despite being his competitor, Emery, in contrast, remains skeptical and notes that, beyond his looks, she doesn't perceive the same maturity her father does. Nevertheless, both agree that it's not necessary to dwell on Tatum, as they are unlikely to cross paths again after the competition. Meanwhile, the narrative shifts to Tatum, who prepares for his departure to the Ormond Manor. Since his stay at the manor will be brief, only for a single night, he packs lightly, bringing only a change of clothes. He waits for the Ormond family's butler in the hotel's rest area as instructed. The butler, surprisingly, arrives in person, which was unexpected for Tatum, as he assumed someone else would be sent. The butler's direct involvement signals the importance the Ormond family places on this re examination and their level of trust in ensuring everything proceeds smoothly. The butler greets Tatum with familiarity, explaining that he chose to come himself to prevent any mix up or potential issues with other hotel staff or competitors. His presence serves as a protective measure, ensuring that Tatum is safely and accurately escorted to the manor. This further illustrates the seriousness and meticulousness with which the Ormond family approaches the chef selection process. The butler's polite and attentive demeanor, combined with the Ormond family's insistence on managing the situation closely, underscores the high stakes and exclusivity associated with the job. Tatum, with his luggage in hand, follows the butler out of the hotel. During their journey to the Ormond Manor, the two engage in small talk, avoiding any significant or revealing subjects. He refrains from asking about Elora Ormond, the eldest lady, understanding that the butler wouldn't reveal any information even if he required. The butler's professionalism and discretion align with the Ormond family's emphasis on privacy and confidentiality, which is clearly a priority for them. This emphasis is reinforced by the butler's careful and guarded responses, demonstrating the rigorous control the family maintains over their staff and affairs. The chapter also highlights the stringent confidentiality measures imposed by the Ormond family. The butler casually mentions that everyone working for the family is required to sign a confidentiality agreement. The terms are strict, prohibiting any disclosure of details about the family or their affairs without explicit consent from the owners. The penalties for breaching this agreement are severe, with compensation fines that would be significant for most people. This contractual obligation indicates the level of importance the Oman family places on privacy, not just for their household, but also for their staff. It also suggests the power and influence they wield, as they can enforce such high stakes conditions. Tatum, understanding the gravity of these rules, refrains from probing further and chooses to focus on the journey ahead. The chapter concludes with Tatum arriving at the manor, the butler's decision to personally drive him, and the layers of confidentiality that are revealed along the way serve to build an atmosphere of suspense and anticipation. The Ormond Manor remains a place shrouded in mystery, with the family's influence and power looming large over the competition.